very simple song here. And really it just starts with the drums. And so for the drums, I just grabbed this little house loop here. It was at 129 BPM when I brought it down to 120. And this is what it sounds like. And the core loop here is just a 4 on the floor with that shaker and the clap. But what I also did, right, it's just a little 1-bar loop, is I cut out some of the kicks here and just threw them in as double kicks on the end of a bunch of these phrases as well. So that gives us a nice core foundation for our house beat, but we need that like groove beyond that, and that's where the percussion comes in. So I threw together a little 909 kit here, and in here I just programmed in that open and closed hat pattern to kind of slap off of that kick and clap, and then we have a little bit of a snare at the end of the turnaround there. So but then when we throw in the beat, it sounds like this. That's what we have here for the drums. Very simple. And you'll see throughout the song, there are parts where I'm muting out the kicks, the claps, right, at various points within here. And that's to kind of like find little pockets to put some of these cheeky one-shot sounds into. Kind of like this quick cut style of arranging everything on here. Our bass here, we got our funky bass here. This is coming from the Korg Triton, and this is the Digi Bass 2. Really funky little bass there. So I came in and just did my best to lay down a little funky line here. Pro tip, in Bitwig Studio, this key filter is a great way to try to keep your MIDI notes in key. Even if you can't play keyboard, you can come in, kind of futz around and try to get something in there. Bass sounds like this with the drums. And so this is the foundation for the song. You have those drums, you have that funky bass, and then my theory is from here, you can kind of get away with anything. As long as that groove is grooving along, it's funky, you can come in and start to drop some other elements in. So first thing I have here from the Korg Triton is the whirly electric piano here. It sounds like this. And then we have this little organ here, also from the Korg Triton. This is the Percussion BX3. And this is playing like very short little slappy notes on top with that EP. So it sounds like this. And that's kind of like the core musical element in the song. You'll hear the organ is like very sloppy. It's not really in time there, very short notes, and kind of doesn't make sense. But I think that just really added to the kind of chaotic nature of the song, and I actually like the sound of it a good bit. Next thing we have is our typical house high string. You need one of these. So this is the analog velvet string from the Korg Triton, and that just helps create emotion and tension going into various parts here, and it can help fill in the gaps too. And you'll hear the string, once it's in the mix, it's kind of just poking its head out, right? And that's how I like to mix in high strings. It's just, you kind of don't notice it's there, but you do, right? It's kind of poking out, and you can feel that tension building, and then something happens. So, okay, let's go down to cheeky one-shots here. For a song like this, I think, again, you get that solid groove in, you get that solid bass, drums, and then from there, right, it's kind of fitting in all these one-shots. Really, it's just grabbing those samples, finding great places to fit them in. So I'll just give you some quick examples here. Right, and these things, we're just trying to fit them in, again, in little pockets or wherever there's almost like a break or a little step in the groove. I'll show you some more down here. Little guitar.
You know what I mean?
This is a certified
Right, and that right there, we all know this sample here, and then we remove the last part with a couple honks, right? Just being a little cheeky there, right? Kind of getting into there, getting surgical, right? Trying to piece some things together. And then that's kind of it, guys. Again, just a bunch of different samples in here, fitting them in where you can, just have fun with it, get that groove, get those synths, and you can get away with anything. If you want this project file to really dive into it and see how this thing was made and get your hands on it, go check me out on Patreon, where all supporters will get a copy of this project file, but also other project files for many of my other songs and many more going forward. Thanks for the support, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.